Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Immigration Canada. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about Canada revises list of countries requiring immigration medical exams for temporary residence applicants. Canada has revised its immigration medical exam list for temporary residence applicants. The revises list adds 4 countries and removes 6 from the requirement. Changes will take effect starting November 3rd, 2025. If you're interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada has updated the countries and territories that require an immigration medical exam for temporary residence applicants, adding 4 new regions and removing 6. As a result, temporary residence applicants from the 4 newly added countries will be required to complete an IME, while those from the removed countries will no longer need to do so. These changes come into effect on November 3rd, 2025 and impact anyone who has lived in or traveled to these countries for 6 consecutive months in the year prior to their arrival in Canada. Any application submitted prior to November 3rd will be unaffected. The newly added countries join a long-standing list that already includes 100-plus countries including Afghanistan, Algeria, Bangladesh, Brazil, Cambodia, China, and India, among others. What changes have been made? These are the countries added to or removed from IRCC's IME list, effective November 3rd. Table here. Who needs an IME? If you are applying to come to Canada as a temporary resident, you must undergo an IME if any of the following apply. You plan to stay in Canada for more than 6 months and have lived in or traveled to certain countries or territories for 6 consecutive months or longer within the year before your arrival. You are applying for a parent or grandparent super visa, or you intend to work in a field that requires the protection of public health. If your intended occupation involves protecting public health, an IME is required regardless of where you've traveled or how long you intend to stay. Jobs which meet this requirement include, but are not limited to, positions involving close personal contact with others, such as healthcare professionals and clinical laboratory workers, patient attendants in nursing or geriatric homes, medical students, medical electives, and physicians on short-term locums. Workers in primary or secondary school settings or childcare settings, domestic workers and in-home caregivers for children, the elderly, or persons with disabilities, day nursery employees and other comparable occupations, agricultural workers who have resided in or traveled to select countries for a period of 6 consecutive months or more within the year preceding their entry to Canada. If you intend to remain in Canada for less than 6 months and will not be working in a public-facing job, you are generally not required to complete an IME. To see which countries and territories are on the Immigration Department's list of IME-required countries. About immigration medical exams. There are 2 types of IMEs: the standard medical exam and the streamlined medical exam. To schedule an IME, you can review the Immigration Department's list of panel physicians, select the applicable country of territory, and then directly contact the panel physician to book your appointment time. Once you submit your application, IRCC will send you instructions on how to complete your IME, including when to book your appointment and the type of IME you will need to get. As per the temporary public policy currently in place until October 5th, 2029, you may be exempt from needing an IME, provided you meet all of the following criteria. You are applying or have applied for permanent residence or temporary residence. You currently reside in Canada. You completed an IME within the past 5 years, e.g., for a work permit or study permit, and your previous IME results showed they posed little to no risk to public health or safety. The video aims to protect public health and streamline the screening process. Low-risk applicants benefit from fewer medical requirements. IRCC continues adapting policies to ensure safe and efficient immigration. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Canada revises list of countries requiring immigration medical exams for temporary residence applicants. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada has updated its list of countries requiring an immigration medical exam for temporary residence applicants, adding 4 and removing 6, effective November 3rd, 2025. Applicants from newly added nations must now complete an IME if they have lived in or visited those countries for 6 consecutive months in the past year. The requirement also applies to super visa applicants and individuals working in public health sensitive occupation, including healthcare, education, and caregiving. However, short-term visitors and low-risk applicants may be exempt, those meeting specific criteria under a temporary policy until October 5th, 2029 may also skip the IME requirement.